to join us again. Bobby, I do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for staying around. Look, so my first question was what qualified him, and you gave me your answer, but I just want to put it to you. This is a man who had said that Jews were intentionally spared infection in the pandemic, said that childhood vaccines cause autism, and is also now campaigning for fluoride to be removed from drinking water in the United States. He has no medical background. Why should he be in the Department of Health?
Well, there's a couple things I'll address on that one. One, these are administrative positions, so you also need someone that can run, that is competent. He spent decades now researching medical. He has been one of the foremost authorities on speaking out on medical conditions because of his research, because he's so scholarly in what he is doing. The fluoride, for example, removing that from the drinking water, test after test have shown, study after study have shown that that reduces IQ. So there's no reason to have it in there. And one of the main things that he's going to do is, again, break this link between big food companies, big pharma, and get people healthy again. One of the things that we like to do in the United States is we'll compare ingredients on basic food items, and we often compare actually with the UK. If you take a cereal box in the United States, a similar product in the UK, you have so many fewer ingredients in yours than we have in ours. Dyes, chemicals, other additives that are simply not necessary and are going to make certain corporations richer. And that's Bobby, one of the things he really wants to clean out.
The fluoride thing, checked here, and it's when drinking at twice the recommended level. One study has found that, but as you'll know, fluoride strengthens teeth, reduces cavities, and has been seen as one of the greatest public health achievements of the century. So that's the facts around that. There was one study that said that drinking at increased levels had an effect. You said that he's going to sit on top and have sort of this agenda that's going to push things forward. Based on the fact that he's researched a lot of these things, but he doesn't have a medical background, and a lot of the positions that he has taken have led, you know, with his sort of vaccine skepticism to some concern that he's even had to say that, you know, Americans are still going to be able to take vaccines. Doesn't it trouble you in any way that there will be concern if this man is the one in charge of the health department?
Well, if there are concerns, he's the perfect person to answer it because he's very transparent and very forthright. He's said on American media that his children have gone through the full vaccine schedule. He's not anti-vax, but he's going to question the need for some vaccines if they're not proven to be effective. One of the things that we've learned, two things we've learned actually about the COVID vaccine, is that it has done neither of its two main claims, which is to prevent infection or transmission. The COVID vaccine does not
millions and millions of lives,
though,
didn't it, Bobby? It saved millions and millions. It saved countless number of lives, though, didn't it, by people being vaccinated?
Well, no, I would disagree with that. When you have a 99.7% survival rate, and the people who did die had an average of
Bobby,
3 comorbidities.
I'm not going to have you on television telling us that vaccines don't work, Bobby. That is absolute nonsense.
No, that's not what I said. I said in this case, the COVID vaccine, most people survive it without a vaccine. It had a 99% survival rate.
All right, look, let's move on to one of the other people that has been picked then. Let's move on to Tulsi Gabbard, the former head of MI6 here. So Richard Dearlove said that it's a maverick appointment. She has no experience of intelligence or security.
Well, again, the people that have been the most controversial, these picks, and I'm glad you bring these up because it really shows whether it's RFK Jr. or Tulsi Gabbard, our pick for Attorney General. The ones that are causing the most controversy in American media are the ones that are known to share President Trump's desire to clean house within the federal government, to clean out that deep state, to clean out the people that don't represent us. I mean, if you recall, there are 50 CIA operatives and intelligence operatives that came out and said this Hunter Biden laptop was a fake, and they flat out lied to the American people, and she's in a perfect position to clean out that sort of stuff so that the intelligence community actually represents the American people and focuses on our enemies and not people within.
I mean, this is also a woman that has met with Bashar al-Assad in Syria and has been celebrated on Russian TV for being likely in the frame for this position. But we will see whether or not they get confirmed by the Senate. Bobby Eberle, thanks very much for being with us.
All right, friends, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button above. Once you do, tell your friends, share it, spread the word about the 13-minute news hour so we can keep growing. And for more great content, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you next time.